Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Future I. In this class, I am going to discuss about passing package of the subject mathematics for the 10th standard students. Dear students, if you watch this video, definitely you will get more than 50 marks out of 80 marks in your board exam. So before I start this video, I request you, those who have not subscribed, kindly subscribe my channel and share. Next, let us move on to the blueprint section, children. So here I am going to discuss about blueprint. So blueprint in the sense, the marks on chapter wise. So clearly I have listed here, children. So definitely you will get it like this itself in your board exam. See, in mathematics subject, this year you have 11 chapters. So here I have listed all chapters, and here I listed marks on the basis of model question paper 1, and here I listed marks on the basis of model question paper 2. So first let us see arithmetic progression chapter. So in model question paper 1 they asked for 9 marks, children, and in model question paper 2 they asked for 10 marks. So slightly 1 mark difference is there in these two. So I guess in board exam definitely they'll ask for 9 mark. So next let us move on to the triangles chapter, children. In both the question papers they asked for 6 marks, hence definitely you will get 6 marks only from triangles chapter. Next let us move on to the pair of linear equation. In both the model question papers they asked for 8 marks only, so definitely you will get it 8 marks. Next is circle chapter. In both the question papers they asked for 4 marks, so hence definitely will get it 4 marks. Construction. So this year in construction they asked for 9 marks, children. Definitely will get 9 marks only, and easily you can score 9 marks from construction chapter, no doubt in that. Next is coordinate geometry. See, in both question papers they asked for 7 marks itself, so definitely will get it 7 marks. Next chapter is quadratic equation. So here in model question paper they asked for 9 marks, in model question paper 1, and in model question paper they asked for 8 marks. See, we can see the slight difference in arithmetic progression as well as in quadratic equation chapter. In remaining all chapters, in both the question papers they asked for same marks only. In arithmetic progression here they asked for 9 marks, and in model question paper 2 they asked for 10 marks. And in quadratic equation they asked for 9 marks here, and here they have asked for 8 marks. Only slight difference we can see in these two chapters, children. So I guess in quadratic equation this year they may ask for 9 marks. Next, introduction to trigonometry. In both the question papers they asked for 8 marks, hence definitely you will get it 8 marks only. And in some applications of trigonometry they ask only for 3 marks. So in board exam also will get it for 3 marks only. So statistics 7 marks in both the papers. So definitely will get it 7 marks. And next, surface area and volume chapter, children. This is a huge weightage chapter here. You have 10 marks from this chapter. You have to practice very well this chapter, children. So definitely will get it 10 marks in our board exam. And total you are going to write the exam for 80 marks, children. So I hope you understood this blueprint. Next let us move on to the another section. So that is question paper pattern, children. So understanding this is very important about your question paper pattern as well as the time management. So I have seen that, and I have observed the many children will be saying that sir, time was not there. So if you want to maintain that time, you have to watch this video. See, here I have clearly listed, children. So these are the types of question. So in your question paper you will be having 5 different kinds of the questions. The first is MCQ questions. There will be 4 choices. You have to select the proper one and you have to write along with the alphabet. Next one is 1 mark question, children. And next is 2 mark questions, 3 mark questions, 4 mark questions, 5 mark questions. So totally how many types of different questions you have? 5 types of different questions you have. Now next let us see MCQ. So they'll ask 8 MCQ questions. So how many questions? 8 MCQ questions. So total how many marks you'll get? 8 marks. Means for one MCQ question, 1 mark. So total you'll get 8 marks. But how much time you want to take to attend one MCQ question? I have mentioned here, one MCQ question you have to attend within or 1 minute. Within 1 minute or on 1 minute. So total you have 8 questions, children. So you have to complete before 8 minutes or on 8 minutes. So next let us move on to the 1 mark questions. So how many 1 mark questions will be there? 8 questions. Then total how many marks will get? 8 marks. So for each question you have to take here 2 minutes because you have to solve here for 1 mark questions. So in MCQ questions, for few questions there is no need to solve. If you have an idea you can tick off. You can write off directly, not a problem. But 1 mark questions you have to solve. Hence I have given for 1 question 2 minutes. So there are how many questions? 8 questions. So 8 2s are 16 minutes. So you have to take only 16 minutes to complete 1 mark questions, children. Next 2 mark questions. So there are 8 questions, children. So 2 mark 8 question means totally how many marks you'll get? 16 marks you'll get it. And for each question, how many minutes you have to take? 4 minutes you have to take. So 8 4s are 32 minutes. You have to complete 2 mark questions before 32 minutes. And next 3 mark questions, there will be 9 questions, children. So it takes much time. And 9 3s are 27 marks. You will get it from 3 marks question. And for 1 question you have to take 6 minutes, children. So 9 6 are 54 minutes. So next 4 mark questions. So how many 4 mark questions will be there? 4 mark questions will be there, children. So total 16 marks belongs to 4 marks. So for 1 question you have to take 8 minutes. Means for 8 is 32 minutes. So before 32 minutes you have to complete the 4 mark questions. Next is 5 mark questions. So only 1 question will be there. So you'll get only 5 marks from this section. And for 1 question you can take 10 minutes because it is 5 mark question. So before 10 minutes you have to complete this question. Now what you have to understand here is, see, total 38 questions will be there in your question paper and total marks is 80 marks. But time management, see what I have mentioned here. See, total time to write the maths exam is 3 hours 15 minutes, children. So among that 15 minutes to read the question paper. Then 3 hours you have to write. So 3 hours in the sense 180 minutes. But here how many minutes I mentioned? Just 152 minutes. So before 152 minutes means almost 2.5 hours you have to complete your paper. So after that what you want to do is very important. The questions which you have left and the questions which is you are feeling hard. So for that you want to spend 10 minutes for hardest question, and the questions which you have left you have to try in that time. 10 to 15 minutes you can use that. And remaining 10 minutes, children. So if I have given 15 minutes for this, almost how much you will get it? So you'll get it that 167 minutes, isn't it? Next 10 minutes use it for revising. Check it whether you have attended all questions or not, whether you have highlighted important points or not. Important points in the sense, for all final answers you wanted to draw the box and you have to draw the figures by using pencil and scale itself. All these things you have to check it out. And remaining 3 minutes will be there, so you can arrange all your papers properly. See, this is a way of using the time management. If you are successful in this, definitely you can get very good marks. So this is a way of time management in the examination, children. So I hope you understood this one. So practice very well in this manner. Next, let me discuss about chapter wise what are all the important concepts will be there. See, the first chapter is arithmetic progression, children. So from arithmetic progression, as I said, 9 marks will come for your exam. So which kind of marks? Let's think about that. See, 1 mark 1 question will be there, and 2 mark 2 questions will be there, and 4 mark is 1 question will be there, children. And I have mentioned here star that says that you have choice question in 4 marks from this chapter. Now let's see which kind of questions they'll ask. The first one is on nth term. On this formula, definitely this year they'll ask 2 mark question. No doubt in that. N is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Practice all the problems on this formula. So on this formula, just they'll ask to find whether 30th term or 40th term. Just they'll give an arithmetic progression and they'll ask to find term. Next is sum finding formula. You take out your previous year question paper, children. Every question paper they asked problem on this formula. Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. See, 2 mark questions easily we can guess. One is on this formula and another one is on this formula. Definitely we can guess. Next, 1 mark question is there, no? They'll ask this kind of one. Finding the term when the nth term is given. On nth term they'll give it. So in your model questions they have given, for example, 3n plus 3. Find the third term, fourth term. Just they'll ask like that. Such kind of 1 mark question they'll ask. So guessing the 4 mark question is highly difficult in arithmetic progression, children. And almost they'll take that question is out of your textbook itself. So my suggestion is, if you have previous addition textbook, kindly go through that. So definitely the problem will come from that textbook itself. See, totally how many marks you can easily get from this chapter? That is 5 marks easily you can guess, and you can score easily, not a difficult. Next, let us move on to the triangles chapter, children. So we have 6 marks from triangles chapter. Let's see the questions pattern. So 1 mark 1 question and 5 mark 1 question. So here easily we can guess for 5 marks which kind of things they'll ask. Definitely they wanted to ask the theorem itself. You have 4 kind of the theorems, children. So one is the Thales or BPT theorem, very important. And second one is area of similar triangle theorem. And the third is Pythagoras theorem. And fourth is AA similarity theorem, children. You may neglect this, but these 3 you have to practice very well. And if they ask for 5 marks, no, high hope and my guess is definitely they'll ask for Thales theorem and Pythagoras theorem itself. Just they may ask like this also. State and prove Thales theorem, or state and prove Pythagoras theorem. They may ask like this. But I cannot guess that these 2 theorems only they'll ask for 5 marks. Hence my suggestion is you practice all 3 theorems and you learn this also. It will be helpful for you. AA similarity criterion. And next 1 mark questions. So I cannot tell you exactly, they may ask this itself, but you learn. This will be helpful for you. So Thales theorem statement, children. And in your model question paper also they asked. And next one is the converse of the Thales theorem statement. You wanted to learn this also. So third is Pythagoras theorem statement. You would have learned Thales theorem statement and Pythagoras theorem statement. But this you will neglect. The converse of Thales theorem statement and the converse of Pythagoras theorem. And very important thing is what? They have deleted proof of converse of Pythagoras theorem, but not the statement. But you must learn the statement. Don't learn the proof for the theorem, but you learn the statement of the converse of Pythagoras theorem. And you learn this one also, converse of Thales theorem statement. So from this chapter we have 6 marks, but definitely you can get 5 marks easily, children. Next, let us move on to the third chapter, pair of linear equation. From this chapter we have 8 marks. Let's see questions pattern. 1 mark 2 questions will be there, children, and 2 mark 1 question and 4 mark 1 question will be there, children. Let's see the important one, graph, children. Definitely for 4 marks easily you can score. Definite and fixed question it is. You have to practice graph problems. Wherever graph problems will be there, in pair of linear equation chapter, you have to practice all those problems. Definitely it will come for 4 marks. So next let us see this one. Yeah, for 1 mark they are asking 2 questions, children. 2 questions. So 1 question definitely will be there on this table itself. Whether they may ask whether which kind of lines you will get it. But I mean, by giving equation they'll ask which kind of lines you will get for this equation, whether intersecting or coincident or parallel lines, just like that. Otherwise they may ask whether you are getting exact one solution or not, infinitely many solutions or not, or no solution. And they may ask to find the value of the k. That also they may ask. On these 3 concepts only they'll ask for 1 mark questions. 3 concepts, children. Whether the lines are intersecting or not, coincident or not, or parallel or not. Next is exactly one solution or not, infinitely many solutions or not, or no solution. And another one is finding the k value. On the basis of this itself they wanted to ask for 1 mark. Otherwise they'll give an equation, 2 equations, and they may ask to find x or y values. Such kind of one also they may ask. But on the basis of this table definitely will get a mark. And next 2 mark question we can see, children, here. So 2 mark definitely will get elimination method itself this year. No other choice. See, graph definite, elimination method is definite. So on the basis of this table 1 question is definite. So hence how many marks you can score? Easily you can score 7 marks from this chapter. Next let us move on to the circles chapter. So 4 marks you'll get from this chapter. The question paper pattern is 1 mark 1 question and 3 mark 1 question. The first is theorem, children. You have 2 theorems in this chapter. Very easy theorems. So definitely 1 theorem will come from those 2 theorems. So practice very well. And a 1 mark question guessing is quite difficult. But my suggestion is you learn the definitions of the tangent and secant, as well as how to identify the tangent, secant. So such kind of things you can learn. And my guess is easily you can get 3 marks from the theorem. But guessing 1 mark is quite difficult. But theorem you can write off and you can easily get the 3 mark. Next let us move on to the construction, children. You have 9 marks this year from this chapter, children. So 2 mark 1 question, 3 mark 1 question, and 4 mark 1 question. So this year you have a question for 4 mark from this chapter, children. So first let's see division of line segment. So 2 mark definitely will get a division of line segment itself. No other choice. So practice very well, and whenever you are constructing division of a line segment, keep it in mind. You wanted to find the sum of the ratios. You have to find sum of the ratios only when you are constructing the division of line segment. When you are constructing the similar triangle, don't add the ratios. Ratios terms you should not be added. Keep it in the mind that. And next is the construction of a tangent to a circle. Damn sure question it is. Definitely it will come. So they'll give a difference between the radii or else difference between the tangent. Usually they'll ask difference between the tangent problem only. Practice both kind of the problems. And for 4 marks, no other choice. They have to ask this itself. Construction of similar triangle. So practice very well, children. So here you have 2 kind of the questions. So when numerator is greater, how to do? When the denominator is greater, how to do? Only 2 different kind of questions you will get it. So from this chapter, 9 out of 9 marks easily you can score. Next let us move on to the coordinate geometry. From this chapter they'll ask for 7 marks. So questions pattern 1 mark 2 questions, children, and 2 mark 1 question, children, and 3 mark 1 question, children. So 1 mark 2 questions will be there, and 2 mark 1 question will be there. In these 2, either in 2 mark or in a 1 mark, definitely there will be a problem on a distance formula. This is the distance formula. If you learn this formula, no waste of the time. So definitely no problem will come on this. The formula is root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And here you have sub formula also. How to find the distance from origin to a point. That formula also you wanted to keep it in the mind. They may ask in 1 mark questions, and they asked in previous year examinations also. So root x square plus y square. Very important formulas these 2 are chosen. Next let us move on to the another one. So this is section formula. Very important. On section formula also will get a mark. So this formula we have to use when a point is dividing a line segment in given ratio, but not an equal ratio, 1:1, 2:2, not like that. When the point is not midpoint, we have to use this formula, children. And next, when the point is midpoint, we have to use this formula. So x is equals to x1 plus x2 by 2 and y is equals to y1 plus y2 by 2. So definitely problem will be there, no doubt at all. On distance formula also problem will be there, on this also problem will be there. And other than this, you have another formula also. So that is the area of triangle finding formula, very very important. On this also you will get the problem. Next, see, from this chapter you can easily score 4 marks, children. So from distance formula you can easily score the mark 2 mark, and in these two they may ask this for 2 mark and this for the 3 mark, or else they may interchange also, not a problem, and we cannot guess exactly how they'll ask. So next, let us move on to the quadratic equation, children. So from quadratic equation chapter you have 8 marks. Questions patterns are 1 mark 2 questions, 2 mark 2 questions, and 3 mark 1 questions, and here you have option in 3 marks. Children, wherever 2 mark options are there, I have not mentioned because it's quite difficult to guess where they'll ask options for 2 marks. But 3 marks in quadratic equation chapter definitely will be having choice question. The first for 1 mark, this is fixed, children. They'll ask ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. By heart this one. This is the standard form of the quadratic equation. So next is quadratic formula. 100% you'll get problem on this. X is equals to minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Very very important, you'll get it. And next one is discriminant, children. D is equals to b square minus 4ac. They'll ask a problem to find discriminant and to write the nature. So how to write the nature? See, when d is greater than 0, quadratic equation have two distinct and real roots. When d equals to 0, so it has equal and real roots. When d is less than 0, so there is no real roots. And guessing the 3 mark question is difficult. We cannot guess which kind of questions they may ask, but definitely you can score 5 mark from this chapter. How 5 marks means? See here, 1 mark 2 questions you can easily answer, and 2 mark 2 questions you can answer. So 2 mark 2 question means 4 mark, and here 1 mark if you leave any one question also 1 mark easily you may get. So I have actually you can score 6 marks easily, just I have mentioned 5 marks here, that's all. So next let us move on to the introduction to trigonometry. So you have 8 marks from this chapter. Guessing is quite difficult from this chapter. So 1 mark 3 questions there, and 2 mark 1 question there, and 3 mark 1 question there, and in 3 mark you have choice question, children. So what is my suggestion is you learn of all the formulas, trigonometric ratio formulas and trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. On specific angles, damn sure there will be a problem. So easily you can score. If you know how to identify the reference angle, and the basis of reference angle how to identify the perpendicular and base, so then if you know specific angle measurements, so definitely you can answer 2 mark in this. And next, complementary angle formulas. So if you learn the formulas and if you have a little knowledge about the trigonometry, easily you can score 3 marks. And this 3 mark question guessing is highly difficult. So my suggestion is you practice last exercise, last main problems very well, including the example problems as well as the previous year, previous addition textbook. That definitely helps to you to get the mark. Next, some applications of trigonometry. You have 3 marks. Only 1 question will be there. So guessing is not possible, highly impossible for this chapter. So next, let us move on to the another one. Statistics, children. You have 7 marks. So pattern is 1 mark 1 question, and 3 mark 2 questions will be there. And in 1 question definitely there will be a choice. 3 mark 2 questions will be there. 1 direct question, and in another question choice will be there, children. So which kind of question there will be? Can you guess? So definitely mean by direct method. What is the formula? That is x bar is equals to sigma fx by sigma f. You have to use this formula, and you have to find mean by direct method. Fixed question. This is a fixed question. Definitely you can score. Next is mod. So mod finding formula is mod is equals to L plus f1 minus f0 by 2 f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. So if you see, model question paper 1 and 2, these two they have asked in one question itself by making choice questions. So my suggestion, you learn these two very well. Don't neglect the mod. Mod also you learn it. And another definite question is OG. Damn sure every year a problem is coming on OG. Either they'll ask less than type or more than type. So practice very well that one. So out of 7 marks, definitely you can get 6 marks from this chapter. So next let us move on to the last chapter, surface area and volume. So weightage is 10 mark. So pattern is 1 mark 3 questions, and in 3 mark there will be a choice question, children. So 1 question will be there of 3 marks, and 4 marks 1 question will be there, children. So in this chapter what you want to do, first thing is learn of all formulas. All formulas you have to learn of. So I mean formulas means which is there in 9th standard, surface area and volume. Those and formulas of frustum of cone formulas. All the formulas you have to learn of. Definitely easily you can get 2 marks from formulas itself. One direct question will be there. Another one simple problem they may ask in multiple choice questions or in 1 mark question. So learn of the formulas very well. Next, for problem will be there on these concepts, children. Surface area of a combination of solids. Why they'll ask combination of solids surface area means children will be in confusion. They'll ask to find they'll give one figure. In that figure there will be 3 objects, different kind of the object. For example, hemisphere, cylinder and cone. They'll ask to find the surface area. But children, what they'll do, whenever they're asked to find the surface area, they'll find out the total surface area. Actually wanted to find the CSA of hemisphere, CSA of cone and CSA of cylinder. That's why this concept is very, very important, and this problem will be there. As well as a problem will be there on conversion of solids from one shape to another shape. These two are very, very important topic in the chapter surface area and volume. So my suggestion, easily you can get 3 marks from this chapter. So more than 3 also you can guess, but I have given only 3 marks. So if you count all these marks this year, definitely and easily you can score more than 50 and up to 60 easily, in which manner I have explained here, if you study in that manner, children. I hope you have understood how to score marks, and in the next video I'll give some important questions. So I hope you have understood. Please study in this way and get good marks. All the best. Thank you.